following video contains content and language which may be considered inappropriate for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
What's up, YouTube family? This is your guy Jordan Live. Thank you very much for watching another Jordan Live banger. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. I just want to say, man, I look around at my peers, I look around at my contemporaries, I'm one of the youngest doing it. I am one of the youngest doing it. Banger, this is Random Thoughts episode number 20. Damn, dude. I'm so damn fast. More than you. The following clip is triggering. The following clip will get you in your feelings. Yes, your boy Jordan Live back again with another Jordan Live banger. I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is well. Thank you very much for tuning into another Jordan Live banger. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Pretty IST, I see you in the building. What's going on, Big Sis? I appreciate you for tuning in as always. Yes, I did check my email. Yes, I did hear that fire. And yes, it did have me hype at 2 o'clock in the morning. All I gotta do is just get a little video together, a little animated video together, and we got a brand new intro. But before I go ahead and get on a little further with that, every time I see family in the building, I gotta go ahead and drop a bomb for you. Pretty IST, what's going on with your sis? Okay, man. Let me just say this. Shout out to Champ TV, man. This mom has to go to Champ TV because he did something. He had an idea. He talked to me about the idea, on Pretty IST stream. And in a week's time, he had a banger for me. And, man, let me just say this, man. Every time the support is real. The support is real. And I got to go ahead and drop this bomb for Champ, man. Thank you very much, Champ TV, man. Okay, so why we here. Carolina Panthers versus the Philadelphia Eagles after the halftime stream. Kevin, that's what's going on with you, bro? Oh, man, family in the building. Oh, man, Kevin S. Every time I see family in the building, I got to drop a bomb for you. Kevin, what's going on with your player? Yeah. Very much for tuning in, man. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. Pretty IST is going live later on tonight with her Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, shit! Who do y'all play again? Do y'all play the Bills? Who y'all play? Let me see. Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers. Y'all play the Chargers. Ah. Okay. Play the Chargers. Not bad. That's going to be a good game. He said the Panthers are looking good. Yeah, they're looking, I got to be honest with you, T. It's this David Canales. It's the head coach. He was one of the biggest. I mean, of course, Bryce Young was a big piece of the puzzle, but like Dave Canales, I wanted to see how he was going to do as a head coach, and he's not that bad. It definitely seems like he's at least, charging these players up and getting the most out of them. Bryce Young looks like a completely different player. So we'll see. I don't know. They're actually not looking like the worst team in the NFL anymore. I mean, the Jaguars, Jesus Christ. Have you seen that disaster of a team? But the Panthers, now it's a debate whether they're the worst team in the NFL now because they're looking like. Never mind. I mean, they're still garbage. Let me just say that. Where's my button for it? No, that's not it.
Garbage.
There we go.
Garbage.
Yeah, they're still garbage, but you know the garbage.
Garbage. Garbage.
But you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, within a week. Yeah, T. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my goodness. Division game is always rough. Yeah. This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a great game. Chiefs have been kicking their way in the victory lately, huh? Boy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Please do me a favor. Please do me a favor and hit the like button.
Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, we're looking at these Panthers game. 16-14. The Panthers actually leading 16-14. They're actually moving the ball down the field. It's actually impressing me a little bit. And what do you know? Next door neighbor's leaf blowing. Great.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Ha 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 ha. Oh man, I just got to get one of those. I just got to get a video together, kind of like the one that you have in your intro. I need to get something like that done. Oh my god, that would be a fire intro, because and that lets me know. And again, shout out to Champ. That just lets me know that he watches the show. He looks at the show. He sees what I do. He sees what I do. He sees me playing the music. He sees me rocking out. So I really, really appreciate that, man. All the help that I can get, man, I'm going to be appreciative. I did it with intro. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to get right to it. Then. 4 people in here, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all once again. And again, shout out to Lady La. I love this song. Please do me a favor.
Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
I appreciate you dearly. Oh man, I tell you what, life is just crazy, right? I mean, like literally, like it's crazy because it just feels like sometimes you just work, get off, gotta find something to eat, might relax for a couple hours, might snack or something, might eat again, and then it's right back to the same shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
But that's life, right? That's life. That's why we get on here. That's why we talk. That's why we speak on things. You know? Hope we pay Pacheco more today. Yeah, and I hope he don't get hurt. I really, I don't know. Pacheco's dope. Like, you put me on to him, T. I didn't even really know who he was until you said something. But he's actually pretty damn good. Actually pretty damn good. Hang on 1 second. Live right now. I'm posting to Twitter right now that I'm live on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for anybody who wants to speak to your boy. Like I said, I'm only going to the end of the game. Only going towards the end of the game. I feel like, you know what I think I'm going to do after this? I think I'm going to play my game. I think I'm going to play some Fortnite. So I shall be back. I shall definitely be back after the end of the stream. But let me go ahead and drop the link. Oh, and also, let me just say this again. I'm experimenting with something. So I think that I'm going to try to go live with game streaming on my second channel. Damn it, man. Eagles just scored. Ah, man. The Eagles can play. So I think I'm going to do my game streaming on my second channel. Second channel only got 12 subscribers, but I don't go live on there often. So I think I'm going to do that. Just to build that channel up and just focus on game streaming there. Because honestly, I feel like the people who subscribe here, they don't really care about the games. Like they don't really care about all that. Like they want to hear talking, they want to hear debate, they want to hear speaking. I don't think they want to hear me play a game. So. See? I went ahead and dropped the link. I'm sitting here watching this game right here, 16-20. Go ahead and give y'all something to look at real quick. Give me a second. Do this. Let me go back here. Look at that. Look at the beautiful sand dunes. Another tough game. Another rough and tough game. I mean, we knew that this was going to be a tough game. Like I said, we knew that this was going to be a tough season. The biggest question for me now when it comes to the Panthers we already know that we're going to be top 2, top 3 in the draft. Like, there's no doubt about that. We may not be number 1, but we're definitely going to be top 3, right? So now where does the question begin? Like, where do we go? Do we get that quarterback? Me personally, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not all the way done with Bryce Young yet. I'm not. I still feel like there's more that we can get out of Bryce Young. I really, really do. I could be mistaken in that thinking. So with that being said, I don't want to see the Panthers get a quarterback in this draft. I think I'd rather the Panthers get Travis Hunter in the draft. Because Travis Hunter's going to win Heisman of the Year. I think Bryce needs more weapons to work with. I'm not giving up on Bryce. And I was ready to throw in the towel with him early in this year. Not yet. Not yet. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to have to cancel up the echo. Okay. What's going on there, T?
Hello. You know I had to come join you. I'm glad you like that song. I'm so glad.
Oh, it captures exactly the vibe that I'm trying to make, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad
when
you like it too.
you sent it, I was like, what is this? And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's Sister with a Gift. All righty. I said, let me take a listen. And yeah, I was like, wow, Champ is very talented.
It is. He's so freaking talented. No, anyways, you know I'm his number 1 fan, so I need to stop.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to take your advice and do that intro maker.
Yeah, that's what I did. I don't wait for nobody to try to, and I'm not talented enough to splice shit together and all that great stuff.
That's a great interest you got though. You did good with your intro. So I think I'm gonna play around with that. I'm gonna get a good intro, and then that's gonna be my new thing. My only concern is I hope it doesn't get copyrighted every time I play it. But
it'll come up as a claim, but they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's the yellow sign, it's not the red sign, so you'll be all right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And I've been able to play California Love on my fucking before and not get shot down. Because you know me and Tupac, I mean, shoot, like I especially on my birthday, if I'm feeling good, that's the only thing I'm playing.
Right.
Because I don't have a lot of Champ songs. Like I do have a lot of his songs. I have a lot of his diss songs, but I don't have um like there's a few songs that I really like of his that I don't have. I don't have the thing to put on my stream to do in the background. You know.
Yeah, he has a couple. You know what? I think when I wrap up this stream, I think I'm gonna play about one or two of them, just to
Yeah.
just to give him some light. Cause
I really like his parking lot song. I don't know. I just like a few of his songs, and yeah, yeah. She got it. Yeah,
"Fuck Love" was like my summertime banger last year.
yeah.
Okay, that
he's
song.
got he's got the fuck love song, and then he's got fake love song. So I got his fake love song because he sent it to me, so I was able to put that in my background. But the fuck love song, I haven't, I don't have a thing for. But
Like that needs to be like I would be shocked if it wasn't on the radio. Like, I mean, I know they have to cut the curse and whatnot, but they could do that. Like,
well, now you know why they stole from him when he was an artist and shit.
mm. See, I'd love to talk with Champ. Like, I just
No, you can't have that conversation before I do.
I gotta do
I've
it.
been trying to. I've been trying to get him to have that conversation with me about the music industry because a lot of people don't really understand like shit they do to you to keep you signed, to keep you under contract and all this shit. Like a lot of people don't realize it, and I really, I think you'd be better at it. Yes, I'll be honest because I'm not a great interviewer, but however, I really think he has good insights. I just do.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to talk about YSL trial, and he was like, "Nope, I ain't doing that." And I respect it. I fucking respect it. But hey,
Yeah, I would certainly love, love to have an interview with him and just to, like you said, just to understand a little bit of the music industry. And
it's the devil. It really is the devil. Oh shit, Young's going for it. Oh wow, that was good. I don't know why they insist on pounding. Like I don't know what it is, why it's their issue, but they just love to pound. I'm not even being loud. Yeah.
yeah,
Some annoying neighbors there, Jordan. I'll give you some. I mean, these motherfuckers pound all the time for no reason.
wait, say that. What happened? Say that again.
I said, "Do you want some annoying, annoying fucking neighbors? I'll give you some annoying neighbors. They drive me insane. Like I'm not even loud or anything, and they be pounding all different times of the night and shit. And it's
That's
like,
what I was gonna ask. You said it's the ones downstairs, right?
no, it's the ones upstairs, and then the side of me. It's like really. I mean, come on, guys. Let's. I don't know. Like I've lived here almost 10 years and haven't had any issues. Now all of a sudden I got issues. Like it's just weird to me.
Oh, we got a guest. We got a guest. We got a guest at the door.
Oh, let's go.
BDB, what's up with you, man? Every time I see that little, I'm like, oh shit.
How about them Panthers?
Say again?
How about them Panthers?
Wait, is that little one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Jordan is going to check you because that Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh boy, I already knew it. I knew it was coming.
I whoop y'all today.
Oh, no. Jalen Hurts can do his little quarterback sneaks. He can do that. Okay. But
Y'all got no defense.
well, Our defense is weak, I ain't gonna lie. But we moving the ball down the field. We moving the ball down the field.
It's all about defense, bro.
It is. It is. It is. Defense wins games and championships. What's going on with you though, man?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
What's going on with you, man?
not much. Got back from the mall. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Jordan, you act like you scared to talk to my son, nigga. What's wrong with you?
He don't sound like your son no more. Nigga sound like a grown ass man.
They don't stay babies forever.
Good God Almighty. You sound 18. I was like, wait a minute, somebody trolling me right now?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I like talk to my friend Jordan about sports, and you act like you don't know how to talk about sports. You froze up and shit.
Because I'm trying to understand. Like, wait a minute, who is this? Sound like a grown man. Man, you better watch out, man.
He gonna tell me today. He gonna tell me today that he's better than me at basketball. I said, okay, I got you.
I don't know, man. Give him 2 years. He gonna try you. He gonna try you.
He's not even a teenager yet.
He sounds like that.
Yep. His voice changed like 2 years ago out of nowhere. He woke up like that. So what the hell?
Bro, he sounds 16.
I know.
That's
He's like one. I got him by like 1 inch right now. So
that's crazy.
after
man.
next year, dog, it's a wrap. He's gonna be taller than me. How you doing, pretty eyes?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Look, I can hear the attitude in your voice. Listen, get over it. God
What?
damn it!
No,
What the freak?
no.
You still holding?
Oh my
grudges
gosh,
from-
I'm talking
from
normal.
5 years
I'm
ago? Like,
talking
what the hell?
normal. You want me to have an attitude? I don't. I just sat down. I'm good, and you? Too.
You was all enthusiastic talking to Jordan. You talking to me, hey, how are you? I'm like, damn, I can't. Last time we spoke, like before, we had a good conversation. We was laughing at the nigga, what the hell is his name? The raccoon face. We was he was like, oh, behind the bar,
Who's
maybe it's strong.
Who's
He was like,
that?
you said behind the bar, maybe get thicker skin on you. I thought everything was cool.
Yeah, you did.
Last time we spoke
You
on
did.
Jordan shit, you was like holding animosity. I said, what the hell?
No, I don't have no animosity.
That shit was
I tried
weird
to
to
tell
me.
you
I
that.
thought me and you got over that shit.
I tried to tell you that I have no animosity.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird. Our last conversation, it's like you had some type of issue with me. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I don't.
I
I
thought we
don't have
grew
an
past
issue
that
with you.
shit 4 years ago. Nobody even think about that shit no more. Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
moved on.
So
I
let's
mean,
get this
shoot.
thing on and popping, man. The Eagles about to whoop them Carolina Panthers behind.
Let me go back on mute because I'm not in this
Jordan
conversation.
didn't want
Go
that.
Panthers.
Jordan
This
didn't
is-
want that sports talk with my son. He's like, oh hell no.
Listen, this is a rehab season, okay? We not expecting to go anywhere, okay? We're trying to figure out the team. We're trying to figure out the future and to see where we're going as a franchise. That's what the season is. So if you win, you win. You get what I'm saying? It is
Sound
what
like you don't have no confidence in your team, bro.
But Jordan, you're keeping top teams on their fucking toes.
and I have to give credit to the coach for that, for rallying up the troops. But they 3-9. Like I've said it all season, man. They're the worst team in the NFL. Now they don't look like it so much, but they're the worst team in the NFL. So if you beat us, you beat us. But give us a year or two.
I like when y'all had what's his name, Cam Newton as a quarterback. Yeah, that was when I could appreciate y'all team and shit like that. But black quarterbacks for some reason always get like cursed in the NFL for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because before Cam was my favorite. It was Mike Vick.
No, because I mean, but look at freaking. No, they're not always getting cursed. Because look at Hurst. Look at Mahomes. I know he's a mix. Look at Mahomes. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that are black. So I don't want to hear that they're cursed. It's when they get injured and they let that shit go to their head and not get out of it. That's the problem.
Talking about like when I say curse, I'm talking about like the fact that when the last time a black quarterback got a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, okay. See, Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Oh,
I know he's a
okay. He's
mixed
half black.
breed. I know
Okay,
he's a mixed breed, but he is still black.
got you.
That white side wins.
Oh
That's
shit!
just gonna
Oh
say
shit!
Hey now.
that white side is real
Hey,
strong.
if you can use that to your better advantage, do it. But no, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of black quarterbacks that are really good. I mean, you can't say that they're cursed.
Right. But now I came out here for just temporarily because I wanted my son to talk sports talk with Jordan, but Jordan froze up.
Well, bring the big man back. We can still talk football. I was making sure I wasn't getting trolled and making sure, some cheeks wasn't going to show up on my stream. You can bring it back on.
You don't know how to check
I told you it
verifications.
was little, man. I said it was.
You don't know how to check somebody's channel, whether it's a verified channel on StreamYards yet by now?
To be honest with you, no.
You got to click on the name when it come on your screen. Click on the name and see if it matches up with the Behind the Bar 3.0. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? And shit like that.
What you mean, just click on the name?
Yeah, when
But
they come
people
up.
be trolling with their real pages, though. That's the sad part.
Oh, with their real pages. See, but yeah, if you want to know if it's my
Yeah.
real page, all you got to do is click on my name and it should match. It should say Behind the Bar. Like if I could come up with a different name, like I come up and say Jordan Live. But when you click on my name on StreamYards, it would say Behind the Bar. That's how you know I'm trolling Jordan Live.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see exactly what you mean. Okay. I appreciate that. Yep, I see what you mean. I'm looking at it right now. Okay.
Yeah, man. But do your thing though, Jordan. We're gonna be listening.
Nah, but man, hold on. Before you go, brother, before you go. Come on, man. We both know that the jersey's not retired. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan said that he was retiring, and then guess what? He came back. When we get another show, brother. When we get another show. Come on.
Jordan, I haven't been live in over a month. It's been 5 weeks today, actually. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, tell me why. I don't even miss it. Like, you know how you do something for a while and then you don't do it and it's like you miss it. Like I literally don't miss YouTube anymore. I think that I ran my course. I bust my load off, no diddy. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing else here for me, man. I did everything I could do. I do everything but the kitchen sink at Behind the Bar. It's like it's frivolous at this point, and YouTube ain't paying like that and shit like that. And I don't really work for free, you know what I mean? So it is what it is at the end of the day, man. I did it. If I was to continue in March, would have been 7 years, you know what I mean? So I've withstand the test of time for the average content creator on YouTube. You know what I mean? Most people give up after a couple years and take breaks for like a year and then try to come back and XYZ. But I've been consistent ever since 2017? I've been consistent since 2017 or 2018, one of the two. I can't think right now. But I've been doing that since then. And I was like, it's not fun for me no more. And once it stopped getting fun for me, it's pointless. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is where I have to agree to disagree because I was there when you did your live stream when you were doing donuts in the Mustang. You look like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, but that's not content. That's not my content though. I just went live to talk shit and to prove a point. Like somebody's told me that because I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I don't know if you know, I'm from Connecticut. You know what I mean? And somebody online was saying next time I'm in Bridgeport, if he goes live, he's gonna pull up on me. You know what I mean? So I'll be damned. It's like somebody telling you, Jordan, you from North Carolina, and you from your hometown, and they tell you not allowed to come back home, and if you go live and all that type of shit, you're gonna prove a point. Like you could be. This ain't the Bronx. Like I'm home. You can't tell me I can't go live while I'm home. And so I just made a point. Went live for an hour and 10 minutes, and nobody showed up. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But me doing donuts, that's not my content. You know that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just me telling people like I wish you would. You know what I mean? Because I was gonna put on a movie if somebody was to pull up. You feel me?
Well, listen, let me just say this, right? And I want to put myself on camera here because I want to show you something. This is your shirt.
Oh wow.
This is your shirt.
Be honest, Jordan. You ran and got that, Jordan. Don't do that.
No. I've been had this on.
Get out
Right
of
there.
here.
This is your shirt.
Wow.
This is your glass.
Wow.
I go in the other room. I'll get the shot glass, and I can get the wine glass.
Jordan, remember when the glasses broke on shipping, and what happened?
I was hurt. And I went to you, and I didn't want to do it because I was like, if I need to, I'll pay some more. I told you about it, and you sent me some more.
That's a fact.
So I just wanted to let you know, if this is the end, I just want you to know that I was here from the beginning. From I first met you, when I first got on, it was the episode of Axe Shampoo. Remember that night when you called in?
I called into Axe Shampoo show?
You called in, it was either Axe Shampoo or it was the callers.
Okay, yes, I remember. Okay, at the studio with Queen Flip. Okay, got you. Okay.
They were going crazy on you. Flip comes in. He starts going crazy on you, calling all kinds of stuff, and just hung up on you.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
I was like, wait a minute. He said nothing wrong. He said nothing crazy. Like, what's the problem here? That made me explore you and go, wait a minute. Okay, let me figure out who this guy is.
Wow.
And you found out you went up to the studio. After that, I was hooked.
Wow.
Found out you did the Queens Flipped After show. I was hooked.
Wow. I'm not going to lie. You even just showing me that you're wearing the shirt right now, showing the behind the bar beer mug that is in prestige condition after all these years. It didn't crack or break. That right there made my day, brother. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
And let me give you a fun fact, right?
Love to be.
Let me give you a fun fact. When I was selling merchandise, believe it or not, I was selling out like hotcakes. Like every time, like every week, I got to re-up, and I was doing very well. You know what I mean? And I didn't do it for money or profit. I did it more so as a promotional thing for behind the bar and trying to give back. Because remember, I was selling my t-shirts for like $25 plus like shipping and handling, which was like $5, like $30. I wasn't killing people and knocking them over the head. I probably profited maybe between $5 to $7 per item that I sold, as far as the profit is concerned, which you and I both know in this world, in this economy, that's not much money, right? But I say that to say this. One day, I just stopped. And I couldn't tell you why. You would think like, damn, everybody wanted your shirt, blah, blah, blah. Like, let me just break this down. YouTube has its ups and downs, has its cold and hot season, XYZ. And there's times where when you get cold, you just get cold and you get discouraged. And you just be like, and you just stop doing something to the point where 3 years later, you find, oh, shoot, I don't do that anymore. And, you know, I had fun, especially during the Queensford era. I probably want to say that's my favorite era because that's when I was kind of understanding myself, understanding content, and understanding what YouTube is and how it works in XYZ. So that was the fun era where everybody seemed like they was building with one another. Now you fast forward to 2023, 2024, going into 2025, it's a different atmosphere. What I mean by that is that it came from being fun and witty and exciting, even amongst the people and the supporters and other content creators, where we used to try to build and help one another. And it was an amazing era. And now today is everybody to the point they're literally trying to stab each other in the back, hurt each other, dox each other, and violate each other. And it's starting to become a little bit too much for me personally, right? Because anytime YouTube starts bleeding into your real life and your real thoughts and your real mind, and you go outside your mind where you want to take it somewhere else, then you know that it's time to just either give up or give it a break, XYZ. And that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I always said throughout the years that you could contest to this, even Pretty Ice-T could contest to this. Pretty Ice-T was one of the ones back in the day who definitely knew and believed in what I did here on Behind the Bar. But after a while, you like, this is a little bit too much on even your mental health. And when your mental health starts to get affected with what you do in a negative matter, then you know you can no longer do it anymore. So fast forward to today, and I've been off for 5 weeks without doing any real lives. Yeah, I went live trolling somebody saying that I couldn't go live in my city. Yes, I did do that, but you know that's not content, as you know. So I say that to say this: I've been in a better mental space, you know, within the past 5 weeks. So ask yourself this, Jordan, right? If by me not going live for the past 5 weeks, I've been in a better mental health space, why would I go back to something that was driving me to a point of of being angry all the time, or wanting to do things outside of my character. You know what I'm saying? And making me to the point where, unhappy. Make it make sense. It's like
Point.
being in a bad relationship with somebody, right? That was toxic and horrible, and this person called the cops on you, got you beat up and set you up and everything like that. But just because the sex was amazing, you go back to them. Does that justify you going back to them, or is that stupid as hell to let something like sex bring you back to a very toxic relationship that could get you killed or locked up? It don't make sense. So it is what it is. I'm moving on.
Hey, I can't, and as much as a supporter that I am, that I'm sad to hear that the way you just said it that way, and the fact that you got kids, you got a wife, you got responsibilities you got to take care of. If it was affecting your mental health like that, hey, you made the right choice by stepping away.
There you
As
go.
sad as it is for me, but I just want to let you know. I just want to give you just want you to know that when I first was introduced to you again at X Shampoo, Lansky had a segment. Remember what that segment was called, man?
Struggling podcast.
Struggling Podcast. That's exactly what it
Oh
was.
shit! Oh shit!
And they love to say your name first, and they love to give your views first, and you outshined all of them, including the very show that they were discussing, the Struggling Podcast. So I just want you to know, from me to you, brother, and I'll say this to you behind the scenes, I'll say it to you in public. Just know that in my eyes, there's a behind the bar jersey in the rafters. Okay? Just know that.
I'm sorry, Jordan. The last 1 minute of whatever you said after Struggling podcast, my phone decides to ring. My bad. I didn't hear nothing you said.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. What I was saying is that I was introduced to you in the segment of Struggling Podcasts. They discussed you, they discussed your views, and they would always have you there first. But you outshined and outlived all of those podcasts they were speaking on, including Lansky's and Ash Shampoo and Pooh in Space. And what's the new one he had with Danny from the Stop? Stop the King. You outlived all of them. So in my eyes, this is just my eyes. There's a behind the bar There's a behind the bar jersey up in the rafters.
Wow.
In my eyes.
Well said. Well said. I definitely agree with what you said. I definitely stood the test of time. I don't think nobody has been more consistent than me for such a long time frame. You know what I mean? Like, I literally been consistent. This is probably the longest I've been offline since I started. Even times where I've been struck down where I can't go live for 30 days. I can't go live for 90 days. This is why you have a Behind the Bar and have a Behind the Bar 3.0, because there's been many times where they tried to get rid of me, and I was persevered through whatever circumstances that was brought in my way, and I was consistent. And no, mind you, one thing about Behind the Bar, I never attached myself to a particular sector because I didn't want that cheat code. I didn't want to be hooked on to a particular sector or group of people to help me boost myself, because what happens is once y'all fall out, they're throwing in your face. And if it wasn't for me this, it wasn't for me that. And I was adamant on being independent on YouTube, and I continue doing that to this day. You can't say Behind the Bar is any other sector besides Behind the Bar sector. You know what I mean? And I did that strategically because was a particular journey in my life that I felt as though I had to do on my own. Yes, you see me try to build teams throughout the years and try to build, certain characters around me in order to grow something. But, after a while, things tend to go left or fade away for whatever situation may be. And no matter how many people decide to turn their back on me and jump ship on Behind the Bar, there's times where I felt as though, I needed this person or that person. You know what I mean? For example, like, there's times where I felt as though I needed an Ivan G because of what he brought to the table. There's times where I felt as though I probably needed a Larry Beach because of what he brought to the table. But when those guys turned their back on me, I had to make sure that I was able to keep Behind the Bar afloat throughout whatever I was going through. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt as though that I done a tremendous job at doing it on a solo run. You know what I mean? And it feels good to know, man. Will I have a change of heart later on in the future, Jordan? Who knows? You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, as far as right now on how I feel, this is something that I just had to do for my own self. You know what I mean? And it is what it is.
I was hoping to get on the BDB network, man.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden network, shit. Flip network, BDB network. Shoot, yeah, me, Drunkles, Lady Fresh, Damn. But I'll say this, man. It's all good though, man. I still hope you hit panels though. I mean, I seen you on the Drunkles the other night, so that was cool. You know what I mean? At least you're on panels, man. Because you leaving, to me, it just brings about a large vacuum now, in my opinion. Damn.
What does that mean? A large vacuum. I never heard that terminology before.
Pretty much what I mean with our large vacuum is that when something is so big and it occupies a space and it goes away, it creates almost like a gap, right? Because you were so consistent. People could bet like on a Saturday night, maybe even a Sunday afternoon, that you would be live. But now that you're no longer doing it no more, it kind of leaves like a gap of like, okay, damn, who's gonna step up? Who's gonna be that person? Who's gonna fill that spot? YouTube is tough, man. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the only thing that hurts me about you leaving a little bit, man, is the fact that you have been grinding for so long. And to me, it felt like you reached a turning point when Math Hoffa joined your stream. It feels like BDB took a turning point there because it just seemed like you hit the algorithm heavy. And maybe it brought about a crowd that you didn't like too much, or an audience you didn't care for too much. That being what they call it, the dirty sector? or digital Hollywood, you like to say. That sounded better to me, digital Hollywood. Every time you say the dirty sector, I be like, the dirty sector. I don't know. I want to be associated with something dirty.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
But, behind the bar will always have its place. And all I can say, man, is I really do hope that you do change your mind, man, because just like how we need an O'Shea Du Jackson, I think we need a behind the bar, man. But that's all I gotta say. T, you got anything to say on it or on retirements?
No, I mean, because I can kind of understand. I mean, if your mental health is at risk, I mean, you gotta pay attention to that, because home matters more than the virtual world.
That's right.
So, and I think he'll be back. I'm just gonna be honest. I think he'll be back. I think it's just he got to take some time to figure shit out.
Right. I agree. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Lady Fresh has said it before. Like around this time, you take a little hiatus, you take a sabbatical, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. I don't blame you because of everything that you said. So
let me ask you a question, Jordan.
Talk to me.
You've been doing this for how many years? How many years? 5 years?
I've been doing this. My rookie year was 2019. Yep.
2019. I don't think I ever asked you this. So you said 2019. So that's okay. That's 5 years, almost going on 6 years. When I Smoke Hip Hop came on Behind the Bar, you guys had that conversation, and he apologized to you. What did that mean to you?
That meant a whole lot because I was bitter. for years. I just didn't publicize my bitterness. I was bitter for years because I just felt like
Wow.
it was a tremendous opportunity loss. It was, the reason why the split happened was just it was just a miscommunication. And honestly, this is me being completely honest with you. I honestly feel like that I wanted to be true to myself. So I didn't do what so many people would have done in my position, which was made 1,000 videos with I Smoke Hip Hop's name in the title, going after him, talking shit about him, exposing this, exposing that. I could have went that route. And honestly, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Had I went that route, I'd probably be sitting on 2 or 3,000 subscribers right now.
And
If I was
I
to be
and I agree with you. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate that going a negative route is the route where it's going to bring you the most traction. You know what I
right.
mean? I've done things on my show, as you know. We done gave away money to mothers that's going through struggle. If you remember last year around this time, me and the guys got together, and Lady Fresh, my wife, everybody, we gave Lotus Flower about $500. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she just lost her mother, and right before Christmas and everything like that, and numerous amount of other occasions. Even when I did like contests and stuff like that, some of these some of these people will hit me up behind the scenes and say, "Yo, I needed that $200. I needed that $300, man. You don't understand that help do this and to help do that and blah 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 blah." And it's numerous amount of other things I could tell you, but it's more so private where I looked out for people that was in need as far as loan here, loan there, whatever situation may be. So
Yeah.
that was the beauty about behind the bar. But unfortunately, those things people don't even remember those things. Those things get swept under the rug, and it's more so of the things that I've done on the app that gets the most attention is the things that what we say will be quote unquote negative. You know what I mean? And as we get older, as we start to mature in life, we start to realize the things in life that is more important. And you don't really want to be known as the guy on YouTube that's out there, with the negativity all the time. Like, where we gonna grow up? I get disgusted when I see people 40s and 50s, sometimes even 60 years old, on the app acting a damn fool as if they're children. You know what I mean? And I don't
Hmm.
want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just had to slow down for a little bit and kind of really like reevaluate myself. But I said to say this. I also was very, very um, happy and flattered when you and I Smoke Hip Hop finally had that conversation. Like I felt the positive energy through the phone, um, or the app. Did that go viral? Did anybody make blogs about it? Did anybody say anything about it?
Nope.
Absolutely not, because it was too positive. You know what I mean? If you and I Smoke went up there violating each other, maybe a few people would have made content about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of behind the bar that I love when it came to that type of stuff of people coming together and settling their differences as opposed to going online and just violating each other. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
if I was to be able to bring that type of aspect to the show and go in front of an audience that actually appreciates that type of things, then maybe I would consider wanting to come back full time. You know what I mean? But if it's only thing I gotta do, because I go live right now and violate, and I know I could bring 100+ people in the chat and get a couple thousand views at the end of the live and everything like that. But is that really what I really want to do? Is that what I really want to bring to the table? Absolutely not. When I first started YouTube, I just turned 30. You know what I mean? So I'm fairly a young man, and I'm ready for the bullshit. You know what I mean? As I get closer, and 40 is a few years away, you're like, oh shit, bro. I don't know if I can do this shit much longer. You know what I mean? So
I get it.
at the end of the day, it is what it is. I was hoping after y'all conversation, you and Bless One, to see y'all collaborate more and figure that out. But one thing about life is you don't rush certain things. You know what I mean? Like time,
Exactly.
time will tell what it is. You know what I mean? If it takes y'all another year to kind of come back together and make things right, it is what it is. Things happen in life. People lose loss. I believe you say you lost somebody in your family throughout the course of y'all situation or something like that. I can't really
Yeah.
remember. You know what I mean? And things like that, which will make you look at life differently. Like things that whoever went through in life was frivolous. Like, damn. here go, I got real issues on my hand right now. Here I am worried about some things that happen on YouTube as opposed to some real life things where you could lose a loved one or whatever the situation may be. You know what I mean? So that's what I realized on YouTube, man. It's more, it's bigger things out there than just be online all day trolling and talking shit and violating people or whatever. You know what I mean? Like even that situation that happened at the moment with Pretty Ice T. Like I didn't even know that was going to happen, or homie was going to even say that. I did not know. And at the time, if I go back to that video, I was making sure I was actually consoling her and say, yo, I was like, Pretty Ice T, you okay? You know, you ain't got to do this. We could end the show right now and blah, blah, blah. But she took it like a G back then. She didn't run. She didn't run from the panel. She took it. She said what she said, and it is what it is. And when she told me, like, what, last couple of years ago, that made her have thicker skin, that's great. And remember,
But see,
outside, out,
you're thinking it happened with Ivan G, and it had nothing to do with Ivan G. What happened between me and you was me and you. When you tried to put me in that mess between you and Champ, and you tried to do it again with Sugar Shay when she modded me up, that's when I started to have issues. Because why are you going to put me in the middle of your mess when I'm not in the middle of your mess?
okay, okay. See, I thought it was something totally different.
Yeah, no, that's the
Okay.
reason why. And then when
So
you said what you said
I
on
don't
your
remember
live,
exactly
and
what
I'm not
happened,
going to
but that's,
repeat it,
believe it or not,
I'm
Pretty
not going
Eyes,
to repeat what you
that's
said,
neither.
but still, you said something that was really fucking low, and I couldn't believe you said it. But I put
Okay.
that in the past. That made me get strong. I mean, thicker skin. I mean, if anything, I wouldn't have took shots in that stupid ass diss track that I fucking laugh at every time I hear it. But I wouldn't have done that. Do not have put me in the middle of shit.
You know the sad. You know what the sad part about this situation is that I don't even recall or remember exactly those chain of events. You know what I mean? Because you know that just was who I was back then. You know, go live, get drunk, talk shit, black out. You know what I mean? But if I offended you, you know what I mean, which obviously I did, and if I never apologized for it, you can hear it now. Like you
No,
know,
we talked about it. You remember saying what you said something, and I said, yeah, I'm trying to put that past me because you said it, it's done and over with. You know what I mean? Like we had our little back and forth once, and that was it.
right, right.
Like I let it go. It made me get strong. I mean, it made me get thicker skin. I ain't lying to you. I mean, now people come at me, I just laugh. I don't even take the shit personal anymore. But before, I did. I did. It took me a long time to get there, but I mean,
Well,
it is what it
well,
is. Like I was just sick and tired of
again,
being in the middle.
right. I understand that, and again, you know, I apologize for whatever was said. Too bad my brain isn't really working like it used to be. But you know, I'm sure whatever I said was very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Yeah.
knowing
I
me,
mean,
knowing me, I said it for shits and giggles. You know what I mean? As far as for comedy purposes. And sometimes I don't realize some of the things that I say may hurt somebody, and I don't realize it because I'm just thinking that we all having fun on the app. You know what I mean? But you know, you live, you learn, and you get more mature. You know what I mean? And
mhm.
sometimes you got to charge it to somebody's level of maturity. You know, if I said that, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe I had the mentality of a 20-year-old as opposed to a 31-year-old. And, you know, it took me a while to catch up. But once I caught up, you know, I take accountability for my actions. You know what I'm
Yeah. I mean, and I mean, that's the only issue I had with you. It didn't have anything to do with Ivan G. I wouldn't hold something against you another person said.
saying?
That's just
Exactly.
not me.
And
It,
that's
it, it's
a
not
very
me.
mature statement to make because a lot of people do that. They
Agreed.
blame the channel holder, you know what I mean, for anything that happens on the panel because they feel as though the
Mm-mm.
channel holder should have regulated or dropped the person down or whatever the situation may be. I've been there before. You know, me and Bonnet fell out because him and his friend got into a situation in their own personal home where his roommate or his friend threw some coffee on him and was making fun of him. And since it happened on behind the bar and we was laughing about it, you know, and people on the panel was antagonizing the guy to go knock on Bonnet's door the next day and everything
Yeah,
like that.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I
that's what
remember
happened
that.
with me and Bonnet, because I'm the channel holder. Why not blame behind the bar? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I get it. I definitely get it, man. But
Yeah, and so that's why I wanted to make that clear. It had nothing to do with what Ivan said. I had my own issues with Ivan. That me and Ivan still haven't talked to this day, and yeah, it's fuck Ivan.
right,
Oh,
right.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because we haven't talked. Like, there was no apologies, nothing. Like, so of course I'm still fuck Ivan. But as far as you know, we talked it out. I mean, and I told you, like, for real, if you hadn't have said what you said, I'd probably still be a crying wimpy bitch. And now I'm not. I mean, I took that power away from you and kind of made it my own.
Well said.
And I
Guess who I
appreciate
spoke
you for that.
to? Pretty IT. Guess who I spoke to the other day? Guess who I
Who?
spoke to? Champ.
Did you really?
really?
Yeah, yeah. I spoke to Champ the
Wait,
other day.
hold on. My bestie talked to you and he didn't tell me. No.
Yeah, we had a really, really, really good conversation. Like real good
I'm
conversation.
glad. I'm
Good.
Um,
so glad. That's one thing I really wanted is you and Champ to like work things out.
That's great. That's
I
great.
really did.
Man,
so
remember when you first started your channel, man? It was pretty much AKA Presence Music and Champs Music.
that's a fact.
That was the beginning.
And that's kind of where we kind of felt left at. You know what I mean? It started to become too much of a competition when it came to the music, and there's a lot of just misunderstandings at the end of the day. But
I'm
I
still
spoke with
Champ's
Champ,
number one fan, by the way.
and I don't know if you heard it, Jordan, but Champ made a song for the Drunkles. You know what I mean? After I spoke with Champ, he sent me the music for the Drunkles, and I sent it over to the Drunkles, and they played damn near every show. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he still watches and still in tune with what's going on with behind the bar and his constituencies. But yeah, I asked him for a BDB Don't Like Me Part Two. You know what I'm saying? So
And let me just say this: the way you took that, I have to give you your credit, man, because I fuck with the both of y'all. I love that fucking song.
Oh shit!
And I know he's talking about people that what I'm saying I fuck with, but I love that song. Like,
man, that's my favorite song, bro. You understand? Everybody that made music for Behind the Bar, even though it was supposed to be a diss track, like you just said, I flipped it, danced to it, made music to
yeah,
it, and made it my theme song for my show. You know what I mean? Because and the way he made the diss track, it wasn't malicious. He was
no,
clowning. You know what I mean? So I definitely got it. Andre Obama don't like me. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said, behind the bar, nasty nigga look like he sniffed bike seats. Oop! He said, Bonnet don't like me the way you did Ruckus Radio, nigga. That was shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that shit right there. So I didn't even know he made a diss track, right? So one day Andre Obama hit me up. He's like, "Yo, did you hear that song that Chip made?" I said, "Nah, man. I'll go over that nigga channel like that. I don't want to hear what he got to say, man. Talking shit about me." He said, "Nah, bro. You gotta hear this song." I said, "Oh God, Dre, let me go hear this shit." I heard that shit. I was like, I started tapping my feet, started bopping my head. I said, "Yo, this shit fire." You know what I mean? But I want to land with you real quick, Jordan, with something I want to land with as far as what we were talking about.
yeah,
So
because I had just one
you,
question for you too. So please go ahead.
all right. So my own thing is, you are somebody that you are on and off when it comes to creating content, right? You'll be consistent for 3 or 4 months straight, and then you'll be cold and not making any content for
Right.
4 or 5 months straight, and then so on and so forth. And you've been like that, if I'm not mistaken, like kind of like your whole entire journey on YouTube. Like you never really like you would take off a lot, and correct me if I'm wrong. And I said to say this, like, why is that, right? also getting discouraged? Is life getting kind of too busy for you? Because I know you said you was doing something with schooling and everything like that. But what is it like? Why? What makes you sometimes take a huge break?
God, I'm so glad you asked these questions, man. Ah, okay. So it is it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Yes, life was just getting a little bit too hectic. I worked a full time job. I went to school 3 times a day. I mean, excuse me, 3 times a week. Also trying to maintain a relationship as well. Trying to make sure that bills is paid here. It just got to be a little bit too much where something had to take a back seat. And I hate talking like this, but the reality is that for most people, the one thing that's going to take a back seat is the thing that's not getting you paid. And I hate to sound like that because I feel like there's a lot of talented people who get caught up on the cash apps and the super chats and the dollar amount. But the reality is, and again, BDB, one of the people that we kind of inspire or who inspired us in this game, Star Terrain. He says it all the time. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Now, this is something that I love. This is this YouTube thing, this streaming thing, conversations. This is something that I love. Playing music, mix matching music. It's something that I love. But at the same time, I'm not making a dollar from it. So does it make sense financially? No, it doesn't. But personally, it does. So yeah, I do get discouraged to answer your question. I do. You mentioned it. I've been at it for 5 years since 2019, and I'm only got what 439 subscribers. I feel like I should at least be at that that 1,000 mark. And there was a time, man, where for at least a year straight, I was going live every Friday, every week. I didn't miss a week for about a year. And I just did not hit the numbers that I was expecting. Everything that I do it with goals in mind and
I got
milestones.
I got an answer to your problems. You ready?
Please.
You didn't sell your soul. Drop a
Ah,
bomb. Drop a bomb.
I got to.
Break it down. Let me break it down to you in
Please,
layman's terms.
please do.
Um, you didn't do what the typical person would have did. You just gave an example of when you and I Smoke Hip Hop fell out. What you quote unquote should have done, and I mean that by saying quote unquote, was to go in attack mode, and that would have draw you. That would have drew you to your thousand subscriber mark that you did.
Yeah.
So sometimes, if you have integrity like you do, and you don't want to sell yourself short, and you're not controversial, that's not going to bring attention to your channel, unfortunately. And this is why I used to be against it, and I'm still a little bit against it, but I understand why people do it as far as running plays. Because if you guys was to get behind the scenes and say, "Hey, I smoke, man," ain't nothing personal, but do you mind if I go ahead and make a couple videos and I promise don't bring your kids in it, bring your wife in it, but I'm gonna have some jokes and I appreciate you if you go ahead and clown me back, you know what I mean, and roast me back and forth. That would have immediately brought attention to your channel, and within 30 days, you would have been at that thousand subscriber mark. You know what I mean? So, um, if you played the game, then play the game. Play the game right. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't do it because maybe you should test it because they say the definition of insanity is what?
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Exact and getting the same result. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, getting a different result, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Absolutely right. So you, for the most part, been kind of consistent with what you do, and in a sense, you're doing no offense, but you're doing kind of like the same thing over and over and over again. So when I come and watch Join Live, I kind of already know what to expect as far as your demeanor is concerned. If you was to go online right now and black out on Behind the Bar, it would shock. Hear me out. It would shock me and a lot of other people, right? And to do that consistently for like a week straight, put my name in the title, just black the hell out. You know what I mean? And you know, if you was even reach out to me and say, "Hey, This conversation probably should happen behind the scenes, but I'm just giving an example. Hey, yo, Jordan, go ahead, wild me up for the next 2, 3 weeks, man. Tell the people how they ran me off of YouTube and clown me and roast me and do whatever you got to do. And watch how your chat go from whatever you average now to maybe triple. And watch people start trickling and start subscribing here and there and there and there. And then within a month or so, like, oh shit, look, got 1,000 subs. I got an email from YouTube saying I'm eligible to qualify for monetization, XYZ, and boom, it's sort of a cheat code. And I just use me as an example, but whoever you think about, whether it's another content creator, whether it's a particular celebrity, where you try to get in their algorithm what's going on, or cover a particular case. A lot of people was covering the YSL case and was consistent with it every single day and
Mm-hmm.
get everybody updates. And these what you have to do in order to get outside of your niche or your particular audience, because in order to grow, you got to open them other floodgates and them other doors and them other channels. It's like a video game because you play Fortnite, right? And you
Yeah.
got to level up and you got to go ahead and buy skin and all types of shit and upgrades and this new season here and there. That's what it's all about. Like that, Fortnite was the most brilliant thing that anybody could have had invested in back in the day. You imagine a game that's free but the most expensive game in the world? Like, can you imagine? Like, what the hell? You know what I mean by that, right? It's a
Yeah.
free game that's the most expensive game you can ever buy, because when you buy it, it's free to download and play, but in order to really level up and get different costumes and skins, you got to spend that money. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick. See how that works? It's a trick. That's why they say ain't nothing free in life. Ain't nothing free. There's a catch to it. It's a catch 22.
That's a good
So
point.
my recommendation to you, what I recommend to you, if you still serious about this YouTube shit, you gotta think outside the box and think outside of your normal content that Jordan Live usually does. Go online and expect the unexpected. I'm not telling you to go out and beef with nobody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just giving you examples of what you can do in order to get to that threshold, because you're right. To be doing this as long as you're doing and only getting, if you're doing on average less than 100 subscribers a year, is not moving the needle at all. Like literally, it's almost like you're riding a bike backwards, almost, or in place. You're on a treadmill right now, in place, and you're not even burning any calories. That's the analogy I'm going to use. You know what I mean? Like, imagine
That's
you busting your ass on a treadmill and you putting in 3 miles a day on level 5 speed, sweating your ass off, and then you look at the results on the scale a few months later, and you ain't lose no weight. You're like, what the hell?
like,
I bust my ass all that time, and what's that gonna do to you? It's gonna discourage you. Oh hell no! What the hell I'm saying back here, eating salads every night for dinner and eating egg whites for breakfast, boring ass breakfast, but I ain't losing no weight. What's the sense of that? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, and expecting different results. You know what I mean? Hey
that's a good
man,
point.
it is what it is.
I'm glad you said that, because one of my last questions for you, I know you probably got to go, but I was going to ask you, like, what is your advice for me to really see this bad boy succeed? So it sounds like you're saying just think outside the box, look at what's trending, and just attack it, and do something out of the norm that I usually do. I
The
can do
question
that,
that you just asked me, I just answered. I just answered for you. So when you go
right?
back, and you're a very smart man, and I'm sure you listened to everything I said. Everything I said on the particular show that you just did, and then you just got to run the replays. You know what I mean? And that's one thing you have to do as well. If you don't listen to yourself, how can you get yourself?
You broke up there.
Myself. Say that again.
You broke up there. Say that one more
What you
time.
said?
You have broken up, but you're back now.
Every episode I did behind the ball, every episode behind the ball, I watch at least 3 times for myself to get better, and in order to critique myself to
Yeah.
get better. You know what I'm saying? And I may not be able to keep up with the live chat sometimes if the live chat is busy, but on my rebroadcast, I sit back and I listen to the audience. And sometimes the audience may drop a couple of gems in there that you need to pay attention to. You know what I mean? So even if it's constructive criticism or something that you may, somebody disagrees with them, you're trolling. and disagree with you. Don't chalk it up to me trolling you. No, I have a difference of opinion in you. A lot of people run their chats and their shows like cults, Jordan, meaning
Yeah.
that the channel holder, you have to agree with them. And if you disagree with them, they'll violate you or they take it as you're a troll because their ideology and your ideology don't line up, which I could never understand for daylight of me. Like I'm a free spirit when I go on people's chats. You know, you have a topic, and if the host says something that I don't agree with, I may challenge it. And 9 times out of 10, I get blocked
Oh
because
shit!
I don't agree with, oh, just because I don't agree with what they're saying, or I know what they're saying isn't true. And sometimes people go live to try to, and for whatever reason, they lie to their audience. I don't know if they lying to their audience or they just that ignorant that they're saying things that just absolutely isn't true. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. But
I
I
appreciate that,
appreciate
man.
this conversation, man. Like you and I spoke behind the scenes a couple of times, Jordan. And we had some real heartfelt moments behind the scenes about YouTube and shit like that. And told you a couple of things here and there. But yeah, man, this is something that it's your journey and your journey alone. So copying somebody's blueprint, is not necessarily going to work for you like it did for them. So that's why you got to find your niche, your niche. Once you find your niche and find your lane, and the numbers are going to tell. You're going to notice that when you talk about this, you get this amount of people in your chat. When you talk about that, you get that amount of people in your chat. And you go by your analytics and learn how to read it and see what shows that you did gain the most traction and see what your audience likes. Also, find out the channel that your audiences are subscribed to. It tell you that hey, a lot of your audience is subscribed to such and such a channel, and they're interested in that particular person. Talk about that person. You know what I mean? Because your subscribers are subscribed to them, and it's going to interest them on what you have to say about them, whether it's negative or positive. Talk about the people that your audience watches and watch, learn. Even if you don't know them, learn them and watch them and say, okay, let me go ahead and study this person, talk about them, and remember, you don't always have to go live. You know what I mean? I know that you do some uploads every now and then. I saw you did uploaded something last week, I believe. And people think, oh, I go live, I go live. Nah, sit back there, do a pre-recorded. Also, Jordan, I told you this before years ago,
Oh
but I
yeah.
know sometimes it get boring about shorts. You're not doing enough shorts. You know what I mean? Anytime something that goes viral on some celebrity stuff, like always subscribe to those gossip channels, like the baller alerts and the shade rooms and everything like that. And when a breaking news happen, if you look at the time where they upload it, if it's less than an hour, first thing you should do is screen record it, right? And then maybe do a little voiceover, whatever the situation may be, and then upload it on your channel and try to get it up there as fast as possible. Bullet Scotty, people think that his subscribers are bought, but he has a couple of shorts with millions of views on it that he end up getting a good lick at, and he has over 100,000 subscribers. Although he gained them from shorts, a subscriber is a subscriber. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? It is what it is. So if you got to sit back there every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, and upload that what you need to upload fast and get in that algorithm and make that one. All it takes is one of your shorts to go viral, and it's going to bring you over that level. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's good. How long does it take for you to screen record something that's less than a minute? That's something that's breaking news. For you to do a quick voiceover over it, and sometimes you ain't got to do voiceover, but voiceovers sometimes you can make it your own content. You know what I mean? But I have plenty of uploads that I do on my channel that I don't do no voiceovers, that I don't edit it at all. I uploaded it. Next thing you know, the next day I got 10K, 15K, 20K views on a short. Of course, we always get our original content. That is really the goal. You don't really want to get to be known as the guy who uploaded the Mike Tyson fight of him showing his cheeks, and you got a million views on there. They didn't see Jordan; they saw Mike Tyson cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that. It's the truth. I'd rather get a million views of people seeing something I did, you know what I mean, as opposed to something a celebrity did, because you don't get nobody don't know who you are still. You know what I mean? Like back in 2015, 2016, we had the sensation of the handicapped people going viral, whether it was Welvin the Great with the God and these nuts and all that type of shit,
Yeah.
or the all them. It was an era where there was a bunch of them handicapped people going live. I mean, going viral. You know what I mean? Over something that they said that was a clip.
Yep.
Right. Right.
I
even
told you I was
interviewed
going to
what's
go
that guy
viral at
interviewed here?
cussing out Taylor
What's
Swift.
that guy interviewed here?
Shit.
That you saw the other day? What's his name?
Taylor Swift. I said I
Little
was
guy.
going to go viral cussing her out.
A
Shit.
Town. A Town. I interviewed A Town. Turn left here? Huh?
Yeah, A-Town.
Turn
A-Town.
left. Turn left. Oh. Here?
Lost.
I keep right here. It's still right
Yeah,
here.
he's breaking up bad.
Right here. Like,
Mhm. I remember when he interviewed A-Town. A-Town, he had that dude Snacks, I think.
Mic check.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, he breaking up bad. Can you hear me?
He's breaking up.
Nah, you breaking up, man. You might got to come on back, brother.
Yeah, he out of there.
Yeah, I'll bring him back in a second. Nah, I really did appreciate all that good advice. Like, I really needed it. Like, because he's right. Like, he was absolutely right.
The drama sells. It definitely sells. That's why I said I'm not getting anywhere because I ain't doing the drama. But that sucks me in. And nah, I ain't trying to do all that.
He's right. I mean, I said it for years. That was my biggest mistake. My biggest mistake was not, like he said, selling my soul. Not selling my soul and just crashing out, blacking out. I have a couple blackout videos on private. I got a couple of those videos. You want to know another concern for me, T? It's the doxing.
Right.
It's the doxing.
Yeah, I totally get that. But all they're gonna do is, okay, I've been doxxed. I've been doxxed a million freaking times over in the sports community. So like all they do is post your freaking address, but nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dumb, it's stupid. I really think they should stop that shit, but they don't. That's the only thing. I mean, go after people that ain't gonna dox you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And it's not
And
even
know your target. You know what I'm saying? Know your target and because there's a lot of people that go that route. They think it's funny, they think it's cute, and it's not cute. Like anytime you go real life over virtual one is just dumb to me. So just know your target, Jordan. Just know your fucking target.
Yeah, for sure. And T is not even the doxing of like the home. Now, don't get me wrong, that is a concern as well. But I got things to protect.
Like going in your background and doing background checks. I mean, I'm sorry, but
it's the
who
job.
is that invested? Like I don't know. That's why I said know your target. Just know your target. That way.
It's the jobs for me, T. It's calling
Right,
people's jobs, trying to get them fired, trying to cut off, their income supply. It's that's the shit that'll get somebody damn killed.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's
It's
it.
true.
Right?
It's true.
Like some of these people are pussy. So if they dox your address, okay, yeah, the fear of just having your stuff out there, okay, sometimes that's enough for people. So they're not really gonna pull up to your address. They pussy. They're not gonna do that.
Right. But you want somebody else to do it. Because you too pussy. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But when they're calling your job constantly saying, hey, they said this, they did this on this day, you need to do something about it. And then they actually
just being harassed. Jobs being harassed gets you fired. It's absolutely dumb. Like what you do in your free time is your business. It shouldn't be your job's business.
Right.
I mean, I would never try to wreck somebody's livelihood because they said something I didn't like. I mean, who does that?
Right.
You don't do that in real life. I mean, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that for me that just so T, let me just ask you, right? And by the way, Carolina Panthers already lost. Congrats to the
Yeah, I've seen that, damn it. But hey, you gave them a run for their money. Let's just
we gave them a little bit of a scare.
I mean, you gave us a little run for our money too. I mean, you're putting top teams like on their toes. So just be happy with that.
Yeah. I will say that. But T, let me just ask you, right? Because I mean, besides consistency, right? Because I think that's like
Uh,
the obvious thing that I need to get with. But in terms of like content wise, I probably asked you this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But like,
no.
what do you think I need to do, like in terms of, because I don't want to quit, and I'm not gonna quit because I love this YouTube thing. You know, this is like my therapy. But man is right. It is kind of like I am on a treadmill, just putting an effort, but I ain't really going anywhere. What do you what do you think I should do to change this luck?
I don't. I don't know. I don't because I like anything you do. So really asking me is, I mean, I really like you when, okay, like the Dirk situation, like the celebrity situation. I really like when you break it down. That's what I really like. And I think if you get on a wavelength, a trending one, right?
Mhm.
I think you might break through the algorithm. I don't think you have to necessarily do drama. You know what I mean? I'm one of those believers, like you don't have to do drama. Like, I just,
Yeah, because Maine had a point in terms of looking at the algorithm, and when I look at the algorithm, people love my dirt conversation.
you
Like,
know, so I got gifted a course from somebody that has like 400,000 followers, and they put how to do YouTube. They sell a course, and I got gifted one, and I'm gonna actually get that buckle down and go through it because I want to see, because he's not really about drama. Um, he did the YSL trial, for a little bit. But I mean, his thing is like, doing cop videos, body cam videos,
mhm.
and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just like breaking news stories. You're very good at it. Like you break it down. Not a lot of people break it down.
Okay,
I
I
mean, when you go off on, like the stupid shit celebrities do. I mean, that shit is funny. Now that shit is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like I mean, because you bring in teaching moments, and I just think, I'd hate to see for you to sell your soul, like because a lot of people get trapped in that. They get trapped in it. That's all they think is they got to keep on drama and drama and drama, and they never can get out of that drama and rise above it. Like actually put out real content. And I hate that you're getting discouraged by putting out real content. Like you're making stuff your own.
yeah. You know who I've been looking at recently, T? Have you heard of O'Shea Duke Jackson?
I've heard of them, yeah.
I've been watching a lot of his videos, and like the things that he talks about, like he's on the celebrity stuff as well, but like
Hmm.
he has a whole team though behind him, like that creates the video, like edits the videos, do the thumbnails.
All
All he
right, he puts money towards it, but while you're waiting to get that, like I don't know, because you're able to cut your own videos
yeah.
and edit your own videos. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
do that. So
Oh yeah.
until you get up to that status, I mean, I don't think you need that. I just think you do a well enough job by yourself. I get that, like, you don't have somebody that's constantly like watching the celebrity news and stuff like that, But there are, I mean, you got people on your team that watch a whole bunch of fucking YouTube.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
If you just ask them, hey, throughout the day when I'm working, because some of us, um,
That's true.
you, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have. I mean, 8 hours of your day is your real life obligations and stuff. So you can't always focus on what's trending, what's not. And I think if you ask certain people on your team to do that for you, they probably would. Because you know there are people that back you up that watch a whole bunch of freaking music.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And it's like, okay, well, if you put them on your team, and then once you get big, you can break them off. But until then, like, they do it out of the goodness of their heart, and I think that people would do that.
I agree, and that's it. I'm so glad that you said that because I always believe that nobody does anything for free, and that good work needs to be compensated. Like I want to get to a point where like shit, God willing, I get to that point and Champ makes a fire ass song. Hey Champ, there you go, play, hold this, it's yours. You
Right, right.
Like, but I get what you mean. Just find. I get exactly what you're saying. T. Find that one thing. Find that one. That subject or anything, and just
I mean,
stick.
even if you like say, hey, put it out there. If you hear anything trending or whatever, just send me the link, send me whatever. I mean, help me help you kind of deal. Because there are going to be people that are sub to you that are going to want to start doing it.
Right.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? Use what you got. Use what you got. I mean, you got a mouthpiece. You're able to communicate that. I mean,
Yeah.
and the ones that believe in you are going to try to help you.
But just like yourself, which I always will appreciate you. I think you know what, and I think I know another thing I have to do. This is so great, and I can't thank you and man enough. I also gotta go outside my boundaries as well of YouTube, like
Yeah,
spaces
I
right.
mean, go in the Mo3 sector, see what the hell they're doing. They run plays and shit. Maybe you can learn a little bit off of them because they get like 1K in their chats and all sorts of shit. Maybe you can like take some insight from what they do. But instead of going at somebody on YouTube, I mean, go at a celebrity. Go at I mean,
You're right.
just. I just think you could learn so much. Like I'll start sending you links to other people's channels. I'll do that.
And
I'll definitely do that.
and T, here's the thing as well. Anything that you do for me, like I will do in return for you. Like if there's anything that I can do to help you, or you have a question or anything like that, please let me know. Like I'm
Oh, I
always.
know, Jordan. I know. I'm still trying to find my way too. So it is what it is. Like I don't want to do celebrity stuff because I don't get wrapped up in that shit. You know, they're
But I,
celebrities. They're just ordinary people that have a talent. You know, that's the way I look at celebrities. That's why I can curse out Taylor Swift because she's not a superstar to me. Like she really isn't. Like she's an ordinary girl to me. But
but T, I
I
gotta give
mean,
you credit. I think you found a lane with your trials, your trial analysis.
yeah, I do want to do that, but in order for me to do that, this is the thing: is I'm gonna have to fucking bow down to the StreamYard fucking platform and pay that fucking $45 because I don't like the setup that OBS brings. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's too complicated for me. I mean, even though I know technology and shit, and I could probably figure it out, it's just too much for me. I like simple, easy, go to, streams, screen share, all that shit. That is so easy. Like I could get down with that. I totally could.
What about
But
restream?
you know, I haven't really like looked into Restream. I know that it's like StreamYard, but I really haven't delved in it, and to where I already got all my shit on fucking StreamYard. I just don't want to transfer it.
Yeah, I'm
You know
with
what I'm saying? Like I'm just a lazy bit. I'm gonna be honest. Like I just want something. If I'm already into something, like just let me be into that. Like,
you.
but and I'm like, well, why spend $45 of my money? When I don't make super chats, I don't get chats. I don't do all that, and I don't ask for it either, and that's probably one of my biggest issues. Like I post my links, and that's it. Like if you donate, you donate. You don't, you don't. You know, like I don't. I'm really not one to say, "Hey, hit my Cash App," you know, like I used to do with mate. You know, joking around with mate and shit. I just don't do that. Like,
Well, T, it's your birthday month, so we're gonna have to run that up.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh shit.
it's your
oh
birthday.
shit, it is December. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Anyways.
Just
Time
saying.
flies so fast when you're an adult. Like you, like, when you're a kid, it's like dragging on. You're like, oh God, this year ain't never. Christmas is never coming. You know. And now that you're an adult, and you blink and Christmas is here. It's just
And to think we actually wanted this as kids, right? Like,
right. And now I don't want it. Like, can you take Christmas back? Like. I only liked it when it benefited me. When it, I mean, it still benefits me. Like, but you know, my situation, it's hard for me to go through Christmas because, you know, I, I don't have all that I want to give. You know, I'm a giving person. I hate that I can't give. You know, fuck Christmas. But yeah, I'm just, I'm too old nowadays. I'm just too old.
well, T, have you spoke with Buddy about throwing you a birthday party?
Who? Oh, Buddy Lee? No, because I don't have the money for him to DJ. That's um, yeah.
We'll talk about we'll talk behind the scenes because if Buddy's
It,
gonna need
it,
compensation, we can get something worked out. We can get something worked out. I think you need a
I
birthday
mean,
party.
I can DJ myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I don't know. I just want to chill with people. Like that. That's the best birthday ever. Is to sit down, whatever. I mean, I don't really need music and all that shit. I mean, one day I will, but
Gotta talk behind the scenes, T. Because get one birthday, and now I sound like a hypocrite because I don't
I'm
celebrate.
getting old. Maybe I'll celebrate it on my 50th birthday. I'm getting close to it. So maybe I'll do that on my 50th. But, for these little measly little in betweens, it's nothing to celebrate. Let me celebrate when I get to a milestone. There we go.
Ah, I could accept
Yeah.
that.
I mean, shoot, I'm turning 46. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's
Well, I
46.
do.
But at 50, no. But what I'm saying is, if you get to a milestone, that's huge because not a lot of people make it to 50.
That's right.
So I try to celebrate more like that. But I just like to chill and stuff. So I mean, I am gonna throw a party, but I don't know if I'm gonna drink. If I do drink, I'm gonna drink fucking malt liquor. I'm just gonna be honest.
Hey, I'll accept that better than that moonshine last year.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I still got some moonshine in the freezer. I ain't touching that shit. I'm good. I'm not. No, because I like it too much. I knew to stop when I stopped.
You set it.
Um,
Oh boy.
but when I was drunk the whole next day, I was like, okay, yeah, we nobody, no redneck freaking. No, we're not getting redneck wasted again. We're not doing all that.
We could have a birthday stream. We could not have a birthday stream.
Yeah, right. We could not. I was totally redneck wasted. I mean, shoot.
Oh snap! That is great. Me, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I gotta read.
Well, maybe you come chill with me.
Yeah, for sure, definitely gonna do that. I got a lot to evaluate. I don't know if you was there with when Craig Durbin and Coach Al was speaking to me. I just got a lot.
Uh-huh.
I just got a lot to evaluate. To be honest with you, I'm not happy in my career. I'm not happy in my job placement right now, and
I mean, put your schooling to use. I mean, get on it.
Well, that's the thing about that. The tech industry, they're very, very fickle. They sold the school sold me on there's over 1 million cybersecurity jobs available. They just need people to fill those jobs up. And then you get out of school and you put out applications, and then the next thing you know, they want 3 years experience for something that they consider entry level. And it's just like, what the
You
fuck?
know somebody that does it for himself. I mean, just ask him for help. I mean, ask him maybe if he could freaking work, with them and shit. Maybe he got enough business.
Yeah. And I didn't speak on it earlier, but that is part of the reason why I do get a little bit discouraged. Like I took out a student loan to apply to go to that school, and like
Right.
I'm paying every month a bill for a school that I'm not putting used to, and it's not on me, because if it was on me, I'd be working. I've put in 20, 30 applications to tech places, and they
Right.
just won't hire somebody with no experience. But then they want to get you into these schools that are expensive, and it's just like, I don't know.
And
Like I
that's
feel
why I
like,
would go to a trade school. I wouldn't do all that college shit. See,
I
I'm glad, but
see,
I'm glad I didn't go that route. Like I'm just glad.
like T,
I'm glad.
I'm glad you didn't either. Like T, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I got scammed because I was asking the people in the beginning, like before I even did the classes, I was like, okay, so what is your passing rate? They were like, oh, the company doesn't disclose that. And I remember telling the lady, I'm like, ma'am, but if it's positive,
That should be like tells you right there that it's not good.
why would you
If they
not want?
don't disclose it, Jordan, oh my gosh, that should tell you right now there that they're not confident in what the fuck they do.
Like, why wouldn't you? Like, I'm just saying, if your passing rates and your passing percentages are good, why wouldn't you want to display that? Why wouldn't you tell that to the
Right.
world?
Because
Unless,
they're not great. Obviously, they're not great, so they don't want to display that. They don't want to say, "Hey, you're choosing a losing career because you have to have all this experience."
yeah, I
But
know,
I mean, you do have people that are in the industry that can help you. All you got to do is just probably ask him. He'll do anything.
yeah, yeah. It's I saw the red flags and I ignored it with this place. Another question I asked was, okay, so what does job placements look like? They kept saying,
Hmm.
we do have a job board where you can apply. I said, okay, but do you have companies that are, looking for employees that we can just, kind of just transition to? I kept getting the
Right.
runaround answer to that. And I saw the red flags and I ignored them, and I'm paying for it right now. Literally paying for it
But
right.
thank goodness you got somebody that's in the industry that could probably, I mean, that could probably help you through that. Because,
Yeah,
I mean, probably with the connections he has, he probably knows a few places you can go to or whatever. I mean, hell, he probably would write a recommendation for you if need be.
yeah,
Um,
you're right.
you know what I mean? I mean, you just got. I know it's hard. I get it because I'm the same way. I have a hard time asking for help. Because I think I could do everything on my own. Um, but sometimes, we got to swallow that pride and just be, hey, I need help.
Yeah, you're right. Nah, I
I
might
mean,
have
and
to.
that's what's wrong with independent people is it's hard for them to buckle down and say, hey, I need help.
That's true. That's true. T, I've been on my own since I was 25. Like, I know that might be
Yeah, I've
late
been
for
on
some
my
people.
own since I was 21. I
There
totally
we
get
go.
it, Jordan.
Like, I
You
know
know,
that might be late for some people, 25, but like I'm telling you, it's just been
no,
me.
it's not late. I mean, if you were 30s, 40s, and still not on your own, then it's an issue. But no, 25 is about the age that your brain is fully developed, anyways.
Yeah,
So
25, been on my own since. So it's I'm just trying to make a way. And my thing is this: I even if I do ask for help, I'm never the type of person to say, "Hey, I can." All I need is just the opportunity. I'll handle the
right,
rest. You know, just crack the door open for me. You don't even gotta open it up. Just crack it open for me. I'll be there. You know,
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I said you got somebody in the industry that could probably help you out, tell you which places to go, what what's the best route to go, stuff like that.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to reach out because it's between T is between tech and trucking. And trucking has its upsides,
Hmm.
but my biggest thing is that I don't want to go backwards for the potential to move forward. What do I
Right.
mean? Like, what do I mean by that? I don't want to take less money now than what I'm making at my job currently,
Hmm.
just to say that I have the opportunity. That's that's
I
backwards thinking.
understand that.
But I feel like sometimes that's backwards thinking because sometimes you do need to take 2, 3 steps back to take 4 or 5 steps ahead.
Right.
Sometimes you do.
Right.
You know, it's, as you can tell,
Because I
T,
mean, if you take less money, I mean, it may be more beneficial to you in the long run.
exactly, and I
You
think
know,
that's the case with trucking. I think that would be the case with trucking. It'll be a new experience. I get to see the country. I love driving. T. When I say long country drives are
I
just,
had a car. I love to drive. I used to
oh my
love to
god,
drive. Like, I
like
miss it. I miss it. I miss having my own car to drive.
those
Shit.
country. Yeah, T, where you're at? Oh my god, I'd be driving all the time to see the mountains. Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I did. That's what I always do. Like I miss the mountains. I love the mountains.
Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
say that.
I got to go back to my roots. But
Oh
Right.
shit.
So I say that to say I love driving regular cars, so that would be just an easy well, I mean not easy, but it would be a transition. But I think it's a transition that'll work. It's just that, being away from
and it's
home.
a trade that will never die. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a trade that will never die.
That's true versus the industry that I'm in now, where automation can take it over in the next 10 years. Very
Right.
possible. Very possible.
That's why I don't like all this AI shit. But anyways, that's besides me. Um,
So, as you could tell, T, I'm just trying to get things together. I'm trying to get a game plan in mind.
I mean,
And
that's why I would ask for help now instead of just saying, fuck it, I just ruined my whole going to school for nothing. I would ask for help now. If that doesn't pan out, then I would think about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. That's why I've been taking the time off that I have been taking. I work, and when I work, I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel, I feel like I help at the end of the day, but I do not feel like I'm satisfied in what I do every day. And this, I'm 33, and I turn 34 next July. I feel like time is running out for me. Like, people still say that I'm young, sure, yeah, but I feel like time is running out for me. Like, I do. I feel like time's running out, and I need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do pronto, or I'm gonna get left behind. I refuse to get left behind.
right.
You know. So sorry, T. I get off my.
No, hey, no, you're fine. Sometimes we need that talk.
Yeah, yeah. And the last 2 streams, I feel like I've gotten great conversations with you, Maine, Coach Al, Craig Durbin. So I'm gonna take a day. I think what I'm gonna do is I think after your stream, because I'm gonna stop by on your stream. I think after your stream, I might do a little game streaming a little bit. See, that's another thing, T. So I have another channel, a backup channel. I got 12
Right.
subscribers. I think you're subscribed to it. I'm thinking about game streaming there full time and seeing, what the algorithm can do on that channel. You know,
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're cussing and shit, it'll probably work out fine.
you said as long as I'm.
I'm just saying because a lot of people watch gaming to hear people cuss and yell at the freaking game and stuff.
And
There's
T,
a lot of gamers that don't do that shit, that don't go anywhere because they don't do that shit.
And T, I tried not to have a foul mouth, but on that game,
I mean,
I
that's probably why you got the 12 subscribers now, is because you did. I mean, there's just a lot of people I mean, that's why I watch people that play games. Like, if you're sitting there cussing up the game, I'm all into it. Like, I mean, that's why I watch you and get into it and talk crap in the chat. But
ah,
because it makes me get into it. When the player gets into it, I get into it. But if you're just playing the game and not really saying shit, I can't get into it. I'm sorry, but this is lame. I need some commentary with the game.
right. I agree. I, I agree. T, I appreciate you. I guess I'm gonna end this live. I know you want to get ready for your game tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be catching up a storm again. You already know. Shit.
It's gonna be a
I'm
good
already up. At least we're home. At least we're fucking home, I think. I believe. Yeah, we're home. I think we're home.
It's gonna be a good game, and I can't wait.
I'm tired, Jordan. I'm so tired of these freaking games where I'm like on pins and needles. I'm tired of it. Can I just have one game? One game where we're kicking their ass. Like, just one. This game, I mean, this year, okay, yes, we've been winning, but we've been squeaking by. Like,
Yeah.
it's not been easy. I mean, yes, it goes to show how much of a great team we are, right? But at the same time, it just sucks. It sucks.
Nah, I get what you mean. I definitely get what you mean, because I ain't gonna lie. The last, like, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I'm like, T, don't worry, it's your Chiefs. But now I see what you mean. Like, they are giving you like nail biters. Like,
Yes, they're putting me on my toes, and I'm only used to that like one or two. Well, besides when we were losing, but when the last few years, I've only had a few games where I'm worried about that. Now
T, listen, I appreciate you joining up. I will join you on later on. It might be a little later. I might have some company over, but
so you mean I'm gonna have to play you my intro song later, and then okay, I'll probably maybe when I need a cool down period, I'll just turn it off.
yeah. And I gotta mess with that link too. What was it called? Intro Maker.
Intro Maker. Mm-hmm.
Intro Maker. I gotta fool around with that because I gotta get a nice one done so I can premiere this track that Champ done put together, cooked up in the kitchen.
I mean, I like that. I like your one that you have now, where you talk and stuff like that. Like, I like that one. If there was a way you could tweak one, out like that with the song, I think that'd be a great intro. But I mean, for right now, I mean, it's something until you're waiting on your intro from the game,
Yeah, you know what? I'm so glad you said something, T. I did my 5 shows game.
Yeah, like if we were waiting. Hello, we're supposed to have an intro by now. I mean, shit, he could do the intro and then you could just add audio to it and put your song in it.
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Like, I can't wait for the people to hear it. I cannot wait. Oh my god. Shout out to Champ TV once again.
I know,
man.
he's like, send this to Jordan. Well, first he sent me mine too, so he knew what to do. He knew.
He know his bread is buttered.
He knew, because I would have cussed him out. Cussed his ass out good.
No need bread and butter. He's gonna send you that one first.
Yeah, and then he sent me yours, and I was like, oh. He was like, did you send Jordan his? And I was like, wait, there's one for Jordan, so I had to recheck my email, and I was like, okay, yeah, I got to send this.
I appreciate it. I mean, when I say I listened to it, and I'm sorry I didn't reply back then, but I had a couple drinks, and I heard it, and it got me so hyped. I was like, oh.
Right, they do. They get you hyped. Like, I love, like, when I hear my intro come on, I'm like, that's just, like, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
And
like
he does amazing. Like when he actually sits down and does it for like the people that he supports and whatnot. Like they're amazing. Like you already know I'm his number one fan, anyways.
oh
But
yeah,
I really like it when he does. That's what made me like it in the first place. Was all the songs he was doing at behind the bar.
yeah,
I mean, all those songs. Like there wasn't a song I didn't like.
yeah. I'm gonna play one. I'm gonna play BDB Don't Like Me as soon as we end this live.
Oh shit!
I'm in the live to that. Oh yeah.
I knew about that before anybody else did. I had to keep my mouth shut. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad that him and Maine talked and stuff.
Yeah. That is so good to hear. That is so good to
Right.
hear. To me, that was one of those situations where I'm like, man, another miscommunication or some shit like that. Like it's
Right.
ill. So I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm so
Yep.
happy to hear that. And yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump down and I'll let you end your show. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, T. I will see you on your show later on.
All right.
All right, thank
Take
you,
care.
sis. Drop a bomb for my sister T. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and end this live. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it, man. Pretty Eyes T, thank you very much, my sister. You are my sister from another mister. I really do appreciate you, and thank you for everything that you do. Kevin S was in the building. Thank you very much, Kevin S. Really do appreciate you. And behind the bar, my big brother, man. Listen, thank you very much for tuning in. And thank your son, too, for talking to sports a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just had to make sure, like, okay, who is this here? Because his voice got a little deeper. I was like, damn, sounds 16, son.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
But it was good talking to him, and it was good talking to you, man. Everybody who hit the panel, everybody who talked to the chat, man, this bomb is for you. All right, y'all. Till next time. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Please hit my sister Pretty Eyes T channel. She is going live a little bit later on. Talk about the games. Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers. That being said, I hope y'all have a good day, rest of y'all evening, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. And oh yeah, remember, BDB don't like me.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Y'all have a good one. Peace.
What's up, HB? Yeah. BDB don't like me. BDB don't like me. Come to Atlanta, nigga, it ain't hard to find me. BDB don't like me. BDB don't like me. Come to Atlanta, nigga, it ain't hard to find me. Maine don't like me. Maine don't like me. Nasty nigga look like you sniff bite seat. Yeah. Bunny don't like me. Bunny don't like the way you did Ruckus Radio, nigga. That was shiesty. Ivan G don't like me. Ivan G don't like me. Hope you go to a bar and fuck a bitch you got. Oh shit! Andre Obama don't like showing money like a lover, but you owe like ice. Psych L don't like me. Psych L don't like me. You 2 hours away, nigga. You can fight me. Jack don't like me. Devin Beach don't like me. When y'all write your comment, that shit sounds so wild. Oh shit! 76 don't like me. Fuck that bald head bitch, man. She look kinda dyke. Larry Beach don't like me. Larry Beach don't like me. I heard about your cool food. They say that shit too spicy. Just the show don't like me. Just the show don't like me. Don't these niggas look like a bootleg Spike Lee? Willie don't like me. Willie don't like me. Cause you from New York, nigga, you still can't outrun me.